Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aika from the Use Code Budgets, and I create videos on budgeting, cash stuffing, savings, and debt-free journey. In today's video, I'll be creating a budget with me session where we break down the numbers and make our money work for us. Today, I'll be creating a budget for the first half of July using my husband's second paycheck from June, totaling a tentative amount of 5,310 pesos. Additionally, I have a rollover amount of 2,500 pesos from the previous month. Let's dive into the budget breakdown. So let's start by addressing the bills for our first half of July. Remember, we discussed the bills from my previous blog, focusing on the period from July 1st to 15th. Here's what we have. So on July 1st, we have a bill of so we're going to, this is paycheck for July 1 to 15th, 2023. So the tentative salary of my husband will be, first I'm going to adjust the, okay, so there you have it. I hope you have a better view in this arrangement. So we're going to write for our husband's salary. So first. So a tentative, he will be getting salary of 5,310 pesos. Then we have a rollover of 2,500. So 0. So we have a total of 7,810 pesos to budget for our 1st to 15th of the month. So we have our bills. So on the July 1st, we have St. Peter. Due is on the 1st. We have 900 pesos. Then we have for iCloud, also on the 1st, of 500 pesos. Then for our next bill, we have it on the 15th. Our SPay later on the 15th, which is 780 pesos. It's a essential to include in our budget to manage our online shopping responsibly. So on the July 21st, we have another bill to consider. We need to allocate 400 pesos for Netflix. Netflix is on the 21st of 400 pesos. It's one of the little luxuries that bring joy to our entertainment. So we want to make sure we include it in our budget, staying on top of our bills to ensure financial stabilities and keeps us on track with our commitments. Now let's move on to our variable expenses. So I'll just be putting it here on bills. I'm setting aside 200 pesos for cushion. 200 pesos. Having this buffer gives us peace of mind and prepares for any unexpected expenses. And now next to phone load. So I'll allocate 250 pesos to stay connected with our loved ones and manage our daily communication needs. Now let's discuss the variable expenses for the first half of July. My husband will be receiving an allowance of of 1,000 pesos, ensuring he has some personal spending money. So hubs be having 1,000, and then we'll allocate 1,000 for eating out. 1,000, so we can enjoy few meals outside and treat ourselves occasionally. So groceries, we have groceries. We have budgeted 300 pesos. It's essential to have nutritious foods for our family while being mindful. And then for our transportation cost, include 300 pesos for fare, 300 pesos, and 300 pesos also for gas, ensuring we can commute comfortably and cover our vehicle expenses. For household, so for household expense, I'll allocate 200 pesos. This covers any necessary items for our home like cleaning supplies and small repairs. And then miscellaneous budgeted about 100 pesos, allows flexibility for any unforeseen expenses that may rise. So personal care is important, so we'll allocate 100 pesos for our self-care needs. So our son, baby duck, so for my baby duck's need are priority 2, so we'll allocate 200 pesos for his personal needs. And for fun, this is for some fun activities, so we're going to allocate 200 pesos, giving us the opportunity to enjoy quality family time together. And allocating funds for variable expenses ensures we maintain a balance between necessity, self-care, and family enjoyment. Now, moving on, let's discuss for savings and sinking funds for the first half of July. These are vital for our long-term financial goals and unexpected situations. So we'll allocate 150 pesos for emergency fund. We have emergency fund, which is 150 pesos. Then when we have medical expenses are important to consider, so we'll allocate also with 150 pesos to cover any health related costs. Then we have a back to school preparations, so for a budget of 100 pesos, ensuring we are ready for the upcoming academic year. And next, we'll allocate for uniforms, create this sinking fund, so I'll ensure that my little one will have a new uniform for the upcoming school year. So we allocate 100 pesos. And then let's see, so we're calculating this first so I can see if I can put others to it. We have 900 for St. Peter, 500 for iCloud, 780 for SPay Later, 400 for Netflix. We have a cushion of 200 and a phone load of 250. So we have a total of 3,030 pesos for this, and then minus 7,810 pesos. We have a leftover of 4,780. So for this, for our eating out, we have 1,000 plus another 1,000, and then 300 for gas, and 300 for groceries. Oh, again. So we have 1,000 for hobby, and then 1,000 for eating out, 300 for groceries, 300 for fare, 300 for gas, 200 for household, 100 for miscellaneous, 100 for personal care, and then for my son, which is 200 pesos, and then for fun, 200 pesos. So we have 3,700 pesos total for our variable envelope. So for our leftover will be minus 4,780 pesos. We have a leftover of 1,080 pesos. So we have 1,080 pesos for sinking fund and savings. So now we have 150 for emergency fund, 150 for medical, 100 for back to school, and 100 for uniform, minus 1,080. So we still have 580 left to put aside on our savings and sinking funds. So we have uniform, and then next we're going to give our clothing, which will be 200 pesos. And then for my husband's birthday, Hub's B-Day, we'll be having 100 pesos. And then for Hub's savings, going to add it for his savings. We're going to have allocate 200 pesos. We're going to allocate 200 pesos for his savings, and then 580. Oh, let's chart over. 1080 minus 150 minus 150 minus 100, 100, 200, 100, and again 200. So we have 80 pesos to budget. So we're going to give my niece and nephew 200 each. So for this one we have a total of 100. So for our sinking funds we have 150 for emergency fund, 150 for medical, 100 for back to school, and another 100 for uniform, 200 for clothing, Hub's birthday 100, Hub's savings is 200. Oopsie daisy, what is happening here? So for emergency fund we have 150, then 150 for medical, and 100 for back to school, uniform 100, clothing 200, 100 for Hub's birthday, and 200 for savings. So we have a total of 1,000 pesos. So this minus, so we will left over of 80 pesos. So we're going to our extra savings for my niece and nephew. So Clev, Carmel, Zane, and then Azrael. So they'll be getting 20 pesos each for their savings. We have a total of 80. Then we have a leftover of 0. So and that's our budget breakdown for the first half of July 2023 by allocating our funds thoughtfully and prioritizing our bills, variable expenses, and savings goals. We're taking a proactive steps towards financial stability and a better future. Now, thank you for joining me in this Budget With Me session. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more budgeting tips, personal finance advice, and real life budgeting experience. Remember, by being intentional with our money, we can create the life we desire for ourselves and our family. Wishing you all financial success and happiness. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.